Okay, on the test here, we've got a side of a parallelogram 7, the base. So I'll make it real clear on the actual test. I'll make it really clear that the base goes from. Give me a second here. The base goes from one corner, one vertex to the other vertex, right? That's the base is 12 yards. So I'll draw something like that on the actual test. But look, the formula for a parallelogram for the area is base times height. It's the same as a rectangle. It's just that, here's the height. And so if this side's 7, this side over here is 7 because of parallelogram, right? And then to get from the hypotenuse to the leg in a 45, 45, 90 triangle, we've got to divide by the square root of 2. So we divide by the square root of 2 and we get 7 over square root 2. That's going to go in for our height right over here, 7 over square root 2. And then the base is 12. And then we jump over to Desmos. Oh boy, I don't have a Desmos open. Sorry about that. And let's see here. We're going to try and do 12. And we'll go 7 divided by square root of 2. Remember, SQRT gets you the square root. So we get 59.4, right? I'm going to ask you to round everything to the tenths place on the actual test. For a kite, the area is 1/2 the diagonals multiplied together. So usually they call one of them diagonal 1, one of them diagonal 2. There's like a little subscript down there. So this is diagonal 1, let's say. Doesn't matter which one's which. And then the other one, going from here over to here is the 20. Okay, so we got 20 for diagonal 2. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take 1/2 one diagonal times the other diagonal, and that gives you 110. Now, it'd be good for us to have units on all this stuff. Like this is square yards. And then I guess I didn't, this should be feet because that one's feet. So square feet, all right. Let's see. On the test, I'll have like a little blank down here, right? So you're going to show work, and then you'll put 110 square feet right here. And I got to get a blank on this one up here, right? I didn't put area in there, and a little blank right there. Okay, we'll fix that. Hey, since I don't need to scroll to see number 6, let's do number 6 first. Slant height. Okay, if that's 10 and that's 25, I'm going to divide both of them by 5, and I'll put down, let's see, 2. 5 goes into there 2 times, and 5 goes into here 5 times, right? Now I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem with 2 squared and 5 squared to get my hypotenuse squared. So that's 25, that's 4, right? So 4 plus 25 gives me 29. And that's equal to c squared. So I take the square root of both sides, and I get square root of 29 for the slant height, right? No, whoa. We got to multiply that by 5. So the slant height is actually 5 square root 29. Okay, so 5 square root 29. That, doing it this way, like taking that extra factor out, allows you to have a simplified answer. If you just use the 10 and the 25 and you said, hey, I'm just going to plug that into Desmos, right? Like you go 10 squared plus 10 squared plus 25 squared, right? And you get your 725 number. And then you say, okay, square root of 725. That should be equal to, what was it again? 5 square root of 29. Right? So we get the same answer. This one is simplified. This one's not simplified. And so, I'm going to make this worth like an extra point if you can simplify like I just did, if it comes out like that on the test. All right. Okay, boy, I hope I'm making that clear. The lateral area is 1/2 the perimeter. So the perimeter would be the diameter times pi. So that's going to be 20 pi. Is the perimeter of the base. Since it's a circle, right, is pi times diameter. Let me put that right up above the perimeter. And then we're going to take that times the slant height, which is 5 square root 29, square root 29. And so let's jump over there. We already had the square root of, 5 square root of 29 there. We just need to go times pi. And then we go times 20. and then we go times 0.5, right? Times 0.5. And that gives us 845.9. So this answer is 845.9. And if you're like, hey, wait a minute, I have a decimal approximation. What was that again? So 5 squared root of 29 is the same thing as square root of 725. So it's 26.9. So 26.9. All right, let's put down square feet here, and let's put down feet over here. The base. What's the area of the base? Well, that would be pi times radius squared. So that is pi times 10 squared. That comes out to be 100 pi. All right. As a decimal, you could do that as a decimal. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. 100 pi is 314.2. So about 314.2, right? Surface area. Now we're going to take 100 pi plus this stuff up here. So I've got to take the area of the base plus the lateral area. Here's the area of the base, 100 pi. Oh, shoot. You know what? I shouldn't have erased some of that stuff, right? Let me go back because I have some of this stuff in there, don't I? Here is the, let's see, where is it? I thought I had the 840. Oh, I do have right here. 845 is right there, right? That's the lateral area. I just need to add 100 pi to it, right? So if I put down plus 100 pi, now I've got the surface area as accurately as possible, right? So I put down 1160.1. 1160.1 square feet, okay? So I put the